Today I'm going to show how to make a lettuce leaf edge with the Corded Wavy Foot on the PFAFF Admire Air 7000. I have set this up in 3-thread rolled edge, and I have some woolly nylon in the looper, upper looper, and I have previously started a chain here. Now I'm going to take my fabric, and the lettuce edge needs to be on the stretchy part, not the not so stretchy edge. So the rows are going like this, so where it stretches is where it's going to work. So I'll put my knit fabric in place, and I'm going to cut a little bit off, and I'm going to try to keep a straight edge. And as I'm sewing, I'm going to tug here a little bit and encourage it to move back at the same time. But if I'm not careful, I can tug the fabric right off the stitches, so you don't want to tug too much. Now I have a little bit of a wave here, not maybe as much as I would like. So I can go back in and place my fingers about that far apart, my thumbs and fingers holding it together on the rolled edge, and pull, then move to the next bit, pull, move to the next bit, pull. And you notice none of these seams are popping, which is the beauty of having a serger when you're sewing with knits. So now I have that lettuce edge on my fabric. Now I'm going to demo how to make ribbon edged with metal. You would want that so that you can make different shapes with the ribbon and it will hold that shape, decorative effects. And this is the Corded Edge Wavy Foot that we use to do that technique. There's a hole here, and we're going to put the wire through the hole, and it's easiest to do it before you put it on the serger. And I would have a good amount sticking out the back, because if your fabric starts to gather, you don't want to try to pull the gathers out and then pull the wire out. That's not what you want to do. So I'm going to put the foot on now. And get the wire underneath the foot there. And this wire is pretty thin, bendy stuff. It's probably about a 26 or 28 gauge. And I'm going to put my fabric in so that I will be slicing off a little bit on the edge. And I have this set in a 3-thread rolled edge. Now the first challenge is you want to make sure that as the fabric advances that the wire starts advancing. And once you can, you want to grab the fabric with the wire so that it keeps advancing and it's not gathering. Now I'm probably going to want to do the wire down both sides. So I'm going to smooth out my gathers. And then come along the other edge and put the wire on the opposite side. And I want a bit of wire out the end so that if I'm pulling out gathers that I don't end up pulling the wire out. And then I will cut it with my wire cutters. So let's clean this up a bit. Smoothing out a few gathers here that form because I wasn't pulling it tightly. And you see that you now end up with this very almost sculptural effect, or you can make it a sculptural effect where you can make all sorts of different shapes with your ribbon, and make some nice bows, and in any color fabric that you want and any color thread that you want. So it's a lot of fun.